James, good to see you. I'm going to ask you that bomb.com question later. I'll bring that up later. Let's get to it right now. Tell us about James Artis. What do you know about James? I remember you in that game. I remember seeing that scrimmage with Eastern. I think you guys over at Northern Guilford a couple years ago. You guys scrimmage in there and seeing early stages of James Artis. Tell us about James. What do you know about James Artis?
I'm a very explosive player, very passionate, especially on defense and offense. I love the game. I love winning. I hate losing.
Losing doesn't even rank in your book, then.
No.
So I guess 3-0 feels pretty good for you.
Yes, it feels really good, and I was expecting that this year.
No surprise there. How far? I mean, you got Northeast next on Friday night. You're looking to go 4-0 there. I mean, you don't look too far ahead, but in the dream blend, they put this dream in the blender and stir it up. How far do you see this thing able to go, this stretch this year? How far can you take this thing?
I feel like our real test will be against Western Alabama. I feel like that's going to be our real test to see if we're going to be one of those teams.
How far you can really go.
Yeah.
Western and Eastern are the two big ones that are really standing in the way. Right now, Northeast, you've got to get that roadblock because that's your big rival. Those guys are hungry for you guys tomorrow night. What do you expect when you go? You're going over there, right? Going to Bill Bookout Stadium tomorrow night. What do you expect when you get in that stadium tomorrow night? What do you expect out of Northeast?
I expect a hard game because it always is against them, and they always come out ready to play, and they never let down on us. No matter.
Is it clean? Is it fair? Is it fun?
Oh, it's never clean.
Never clean. It's going to be rough. It's going to be some hard-nosed football.
It's always a rough game against Northeast, but that's what I love about football.
When you go in there, you going in there like a man possessed, ready to take somebody's head off. You go in there kind of, I got to go in here patient. I got to go in here smart. I got to be prepared to play. This is a business. What's your approach when you get off the bus? And as long as when you walk through that gate for the first time for a game, I can see that chain link gate at Northeast headed toward that track, headed toward that field. What's your feel like when you walk through that gate? Are you ready to kill somebody, or you just staying kind of smooth and even keel?
I stay pretty calm because it's like I feel like football is like very easy to me. It's like second nature. So I feel like I just need to have fun. When I have fun, I do what I need to do and produce for my team.
And going back to fun is in the form of a W, a win, right?
Yes, sir.
I know. Are you more of a defensive player these days or more of an offensive player? Remember one time, it looked like James Artis would be the next running back coming out of the track meet down at McLeansville, but maybe is it more defense now or more offense? Because it seems like you kind of want to go where you're needed the most, where the coaches need you.
Yeah, coaches really use me where they need me the most, and I guess I can say I'm a very important player on the defense. So I play a lot of offense, but I don't actually start offense.
Yeah,
but like when they need me in the game or something on offense, they'll put me in and then I'll make plays.
So these days it's more defense than it is offense. And at one time it looked exactly the opposite. Early days it looked like it was going to be big time running back, but you kind of adjusted what your team needed and it's worked out good for you.
Yeah, I went from running back to receiver, so I'm a receiver this year.
More of a receiver now, kind of wide out these days. How many touches a game or how many passes a game you think coming your way?
Well, last game I had only 8 snaps,
right?
2 catches, 1 for a touchdown, and the other for
It's not too bad. You had 2 catches, one of those for a TD. That was against Raleigh Broughton in the Broughton game?
Yeah, only 8 snaps, yeah.
Yep, not bad at all. Not bad at all. And if you get that many looks, you want to make the most out of those looks when that ball comes your way.
I have to. And I have to. Well, my best friends, they're very good, very big playmakers. Brian Barr and Zion Walker, very big playmakers. So they try and it's like a competition to us.
All of you guys.
Yeah.
Who can make the biggest play that game? Well, you guys have had some big plays. I remember Zion Walker, maybe going back to the Southeast Guilford game.
3 touchdowns.
So, yeah, big against Southeast, and had a very big game there.
Yeah.
And you guys have done well all the way through so far. Again, with this James Artis. James, what position to get on defense? I'm thinking defensive back, but kind of specify exactly where you are on the defensive side of the ball.
I'm the safety, the free safety. I cover pass mainly, but with these teams, usually they don't really pass that much. So I really come hard downhill. When I'm coming hard downhill,
you're the last line of defense back there, really, in a lot of ways. You said these teams these days, they don't really pass as much as they run.
Yeah.
That's kind of crazy because it seems like football as a whole has gone more toward passing. And the years ago, it's all like almost run. But you're seeing a little different these days. The teams you play are more running teams in.
And my corners really really make it easier for me when it comes to the pass game. I stay deep mostly, but the second I read run, usually off of the guard and the tackle, I'm coming down hard. When I'm coming down hard,
and they got you covered. The corners do, in case they got you covered there.
Yeah.
Coming up and making tackles, how the tackles kind of stacked up for you this year?
Last year they were really good, but that's when I was like a real aggressive safety, and I needed to get out that, especially if I wanted to play safety in college. So now I'm really trying to focus on staying in my back pedal, being the deepest man, because I am the last.
So you're looking now to play more of the full field than maybe you did before last year. Probably before you ran to the fire drill. As soon as you saw a ball, it was a fire, go attack it like a linebacker would. Now you're playing more of the full field coverage.
Yeah. So I'll probably say I have like 15 tackles this year so far.
Any chance, any interceptions, any balls come your way so far?
No, not many balls have gotten thrown that deep on us, especially not in the middle. On the side, they try us, but my covers have that corner covered. But I've had 2 forced fumbles against Southeast, one on kickoff and one on
Southeast kickoff returns. Those the Guy brothers are going crazy. Weren't they? 91 and 90 yards. Justin and Jalen Guy went wild. So you knocked one of those out later on, then I guess.
Yeah, that was like I wasn't playing on kickoff that time. They had our actual starting kickoff on there, and one guy wasn't doing his job.
Made some changes.
And I told Coach, put me out there, and I'm ready to work. And
what do you expect out of this Ram team tomorrow night, Northeast? What do you expect from those guys?
I expect good competition, especially from the quarterback.
Gerald Simpson.
Yeah, and Tobias Floyd, if he does play.
Good running back, yeah, Tobias Floyd.
And number 35 and number 9.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a fast.
One thing about football, and sometimes in football, it's better to know their numbers than their names. When you get in the game, name don't mean nothing, but that number, you know that number. I still remember guys' numbers back when I was like 16 years old, 18s and 44s. You see those numbers in your sleep. You got to know those numbers. Do you expect Northeast to come, like you mentioned already, running the ball at you guys or throwing the ball at you guys more?
I feel like I'm not even sure what they're going to try and do.
You're going to expect the unexpected.
Yeah.
Be ready for anything.
Yeah.
Really, you can't just hang your hat on one certain thing. You got to be ready for all of it.
Yeah, because our defense has done pretty good at stopping both, pretty much.
What do you like about about Eastern Guilford as a school? What do you like about your school?
It's a fun environment. It's a nice place to be. Good teachers.
Good learning environment.
Wonderful principal. Nice administrators. Everything.
What about the favorite class and the favorite teacher this year? Who's the leader in that regard?
I have to give my favorite class to my Coach Rob's class.
In that weightlifting class?
Yeah.
I bet you got a lot of football players in that weightlifting class.
Yeah, Brian Moore, Isaiah, and Zion, yeah.
All those guys with you in there, then?
So
do you guys get to take that the entire year, or is it just a semester class?
It's just a semester class, but we're probably going to take it again next semester.
So you probably can sign up for it for the last half of your year, too. This is your senior year this year?
Yes, sir.
And I guess come January, you guys get those new classes. I mean, that's it, man. That's over. How you feeling about that? I mean, this can be kind of crazy. Football season's over. Most guys slack off, but you can't slack off because you got to keep working hard this year.
Yeah, most definitely. But I did a lot of work my first 3 years to where I can really relax and.
You're in good shape then.
Yeah, I'm in good shape.
You can't really let up, but you can relax a little bit.
Yeah.
Not much stress. Because some guys get down to that last year, they got to take certain courses.
Take all these classes.
They're in trouble.
The only thing I have to take this year is math and English, and I have all my credits and more.
Where do you take these credits? All these credits start to stack up after the past 3.5 years, basically at Eastern Guilford. Where do you take these Eastern Guilford Wildcat credits to next year? Where do you go? You got to go somewhere. You got to play some more football. You love football. You love winning. You got to keep going.
I have to play more football.
Where do you play next year?
I'm not really sure yet, but I'm hoping that I can get some offers probably during the season or after the season.
Everything's still kind of up in the air right now then, not unsure.
No.
Who's your favorite college football team?
I have to give it to LSU.
LSU. If you could play there, you played there probably yesterday, last week, right?
Yeah, yes, sir. That's one of my heroes used to go there.
Who's
my
that?
idols. Tyrann Matthews.
Tell us about him. What was about Tyrann Matthews? What was about him?
He came. He's been through a lot of stuff. I mean, he's made a lot of mistakes, but he made his dream come true completely. He's a very small guy, and so am I. And people doubted him, and people doubted me. And he showed that he can be a playmaker, be a very hard hitter, even at that size. And I feel like that I've done that pretty much.
How tall are you?
I'm only 5'9".
How much do you weigh?
Probably like 165.
See, you got pretty good weight for 5'9". Weight's not bad, though, really. Can't probably not be able to change the height. That's tough to change when you get to a certain age. It's tough to keep getting taller, keep stretching. But you can put on that bill. Maybe someday, who knows, as a defensive back, at 5'9", 5'9.5", maybe 5'8", 5'8.5", you carry, I would say 175, 180. You're still in business.
Yeah.
Definitely in business. Talk about your favorite college football team. What about within the state of North Carolina, like the NC States, the East Carolinas, the Dukes, Wake Forest? Those guys, who do you like?
I'll give it to UNC. I love the environment there. I have a lot of friends that like football friends that go there. And it's just a good environment. That they love winning, they love competition, they love football.
Any Eastern Guilford guys at UNC right now? I thought there might have been one guy was going to go there.
Marlon Petty.
Hey, good job. Because I was trying to remember who the Eastern Guilford guy was. Petty was going to go there.
Yeah.
Is he playing offense or defense?
He's playing defense, inside backer, and he plays a lot of special teams too.
Serious business, Marlon Petty. Then.
Yeah.
Is he getting some playing time?
Yeah, he's getting more playing time as the years progress.
He's what now? Sophomore or junior?
He's about to be a sophomore.
Looking sophomore. Marlon Petty at UNC said that proves a dream can come true. He made it happen. I mean, that says a lot because Petty coming out of Eastern Guilford going to Carolina, first thing people looked at and said, who is this guy?
Yeah.
But he's showing them who he is right now. And you like that environment down there too?
Yes, sir.
Okay. With us again, Shane's Rib Shack for a big Thursday Football in Focus. Checking in things with James Artis. James, you're at home at night after practice. Are you spending more time watching TV or more time on your phone / your computer? How do you balance that time?
Well, the funny thing is, last night my mom told me she don't know why I have a TV in my room because I never really turn it on like that.
Do you have cable on that TV too?
Yeah, she
got all that, yeah?
she feels like a waste of time. Like Dom's mom said that to him the other day too. I usually watch film for the team coming up, or I study what I need to do and get better, and I do my homework.
Are you doing the study the film on the phone or on like a smaller computer? What's the best way to watch that film?
I like watching on the computer more, so I can get a bigger screen. It's a lot easier to work with instead of just touching.
Some guys got like their own personal pad. They got that pad now too. They use as well.
Yeah.
With us again, James Artis, and we got Dominique Dom Graves with us tonight, and Kyan Howard from Eastern Guilford. Wildcats at Northeast tomorrow night. Is that game going to be a problem? You guys got that game covered going in. I know you feel like you got to be very reserved, can't go overboard going in that stadium, but you feel like you guys got this game, you got it covered.
Yes, sir. I feel like we're ready.
Got to go in confident. What pro football team do you watch on Sundays?
I have to say the Cardinals.
Yeah, Arizona Cardinals as well. Any defensive players in there you might like that man?
Tyrann Matthews.
So he went from LSU to the Cardinals then. He made the run. He got in some trouble, but he worked his way through all this stuff. Not bad at all. Pretty good quarterback out there too for the Cardinals these days. Here's your, give me again.
Matt Palmer.
Absolutely, Carson Palmer.
Yeah,
Mr. Palmer from the West Coast, who's like about 36 years old, still getting the job done. Good call, good call. The election comes up in November. We're probably about a month and a half away. We got the big election talk this week. Do you think Governor McCrory from Jamestown, former Ragsdale, local guy, will stay in office? He's the current governor. Or do you think Roy Cooper, I'm sure you've seen Roy Cooper a few of his days. You don't watch much TV. You probably seen Roy Cooper on TV somewhere, the Attorney General. Who wins that race, Mr. Cooper or Mr. McCrory?
Mr. McCoy has made a lot of mistakes, and we've lost a lot of money because of the certain decisions he's made. So even though he may be a good governor, sometimes I think what's the other guy's name?
Mr. Cooper, Roy Cooper.
Yeah, I think he has it because McCoy's made maybe too many mistakes.
Economic difficulties, problems.
Yeah.
I like to get the speak out. I'm glad you did a good job on it, James. Very good job. You kept up with the current events and what you've been following this week.
I've been writing in the newspaper for this will be my third year.
You're in the newspaper class. That's good stuff. Good stuff. I mean, I got to probe a little bit more before we close out this session. Here's the big question. This is always a big question with the newspaper. It's student newspaper, your school. How often do you guys come out?
Every week.
Every week, got a weekly newspaper. Here's the big question. What's the name of the paper? What kind of creative name you guys? We're Eastern Guilford News. You got to have a good name for this thing.
Well, we have different teachers every year, and we change the name every year. But this year it's called the Paw Print.
The Paw Print, like the Wildcat Paw, the Paw Print, P-A-W print. Is it like you guys spell it like all one word or two words?
2 words.
And maybe you have the V in there as well in the headline, the Paw Print.
Yeah, I made the logo for it too.
Good stuff. Do you have the blue and gold? You guys got color over your paper? Can you go color?
No, we do an online newspaper.
You're not doing a regular old newsprint then. You guys are way beyond that. This is good stuff. Interesting. So you guys are online with your paper. Can people type it in and go visit your paper?
Yeah, everybody on the staff has their own website. I designed the logo for the page because that's what I want to do when I go to college, major in graphic design.
Yeah, this is good stuff. So everybody's kind of got their own, when they do an article, they got their own page.
Yeah.
What's your web page?
Sports page.
Sports page? Yeah. Now, do you go to paulprint.com or how do you get to it?
It's on our school website.
Oh, the school website. Okay.
Yes, sir. Probably have to click home and then go to the school newspaper.
You probably got to go to the Guilford County website to get started and click on Eastern Guilford.
Yeah.
Probably go straight to the Guilford County Schools website.
Yes, sir.
You guys got your online newspaper.
Yes, sir.
You do an article every week or a couple of articles?
Every week.
Good stuff. Now, what was, I know I'm digging on this big time, but it's kind of interesting to me because you're already several years ahead of the old school newspapers. But this week, as far as, what was your article about this week, Bailey?
Broughton and the girls volleyball game.
So you got to go to the girls game to cover, or you got somebody helping you out there?
I got out of practice probably like 10 minutes early.
Good stuff. And you went to the game?
And took some pictures, wrote some good notes.
So you got some photographs also on your webpage?
Yes, sir.
Good stuff. Now you probably do all that on your page yourself?
Yes, sir.
Good stuff. Where are you going to go get that graphic study? Where are you going to go? Any idea what might be the school for something like that?
Well, Western Carolina and App State are recruiting me very hard, and they have very good graphic designing programs at both schools.
Yeah.
So.
And you got this stuff in color too, right? Good stuff. Excellent stuff. So McCrory out, Cooper in, and James Artis in for the upcoming James Artis newspaper website. Have you ever seen our website?
Yes, sir.
At least you've seen it. That's good. That's good to know. Good to know you're on our side a little bit, GreensboroSports.com. And are you ready for the bomb.com? There's a little water on your bomb. Are you ready for the bomb.com question? To get the James Artis going to Woods of Terror, $28 value, complimentary pass. The bomb.com question for James is going to be kind of lineage, going back to family relations. Here's what I got down here. You got DJ. You ever heard of DJ Artis? How about Rudy? Daryl, any of those artists, family, all these guys are all Southeast guys. Didn't know if you're part of the Southeast Artist family connection or not. No relation to those guys. Because DJ starts center field at Liberty University baseball. DJ very good in baseball. I think Rudy, all those guys are like baseball guys. Your guys are the artist football people then probably, I guess.
Well, I'm the only boy really in my family.
So you're the male heritage in your family. The man holding up the banner. You're carrying it right there. Well, you didn't know about the other artists, but you still get the pass going to the Woods of Terror. Enjoy that. Like I mentioned to your teammates, go the Thursday night before you guys play Northern Guilford. Go that night and get up. And come out the next night, you guys will be going crazy. They won't know what hit them. James, excellent work.
Thank you.
And give us your website again. How do we get to your website? We got to learn how to get there. Because when we learn, it's like Coach Grayson said, football, sports, learn something new every day. But how do we get to your website?
Go to the Eastern Guilford High School homepage, and you should click home, and the newspaper should be somewhere down there.
Okay. And don't forget my email address, andy@greensborosports.com.
Okay.
Next time you do an article, here, let's sign this up right. Next time we do an article, send it to me and I'll post it on the website. How about that?
That's fine.
Yeah, get you on the website. You got my card right for your meal.
Yeah.
So use a meal card. It's got my email address on there. Tell them to let you keep your meal card when you go home. Email me your next article. I'll put that on the website. How about that? Get James Artis Exposure. We'll put you right up on top of the website. You'll be right in there.
That's fine with me.
Especially the football games. So what I usually do to get your football games, have to be honest, when I get your football coverage, I go to the I go to www.thetimesnews.com. I'm in Burlington's paper. Because you guys get pretty good coverage over there.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, News and Record, they do a good job. They're with us. They're tight with us. We're connected to those guys. But Burlington paper does a bit better job. But next time you do an article, take my business card, email that to my email address. We'll post it on the website. You got it.
Thank you.
Good work. James is in the house.